Okay, so in this video I'm going to introduce you to dictionaries and explain a few different things about how dictionaries can be useful and how to work with them. I'm not going to do anything to do with file handling and dictionaries in this video. Okay, so I'm going to start off by showing you how to tell Python that you want to use a dictionary. And the idea with dictionaries is that you are able to assign a value to a key. Okay, so they are set up in key value. That's the setup of them. So you might have a person and their email address, or you might have a person and their birthday. So you might type in, or you might want in a dictionary, Sam, and that his birthday is on the 28th of May. I'm going to make a fruit dictionary, and I'm going to call it fruit_dict. And to tell Python that you want to use a dictionary, you need the curly brackets. So I'm going to list some fruit, and I'm going to give them a score out of 10 on how nice I think those fruits are. So I'm going to start off with banana. So I need to type in a string that's banana, and I'm going to, and you might think this is strange, but you'll see why when we come to file handling with dictionaries. I'm going to add the value as a string, and I'm going to give bananas 6 out of 10. They're pretty nice, but they're not the most exciting fruit in the world. I'm then going to add a strawberry. Now they are my absolute favourite fruit, so I'm going to give them 10 out of 10. Grapes, let's do grapes. They're alright. They're a bit boring, bit just not very exciting. So I'm going to give them a 4. What else should we have? Mango. I really like mango, but they're a bit of a pain to prepare. So they're delicious, but they're going to lose a couple of marks for ease of preparation. And what else should we have? Let's do pears. I like pears, but again, they're a bit annoying to eat because they kind of very watery. You need like either to cut them up or eat with a load of tissue so you don't get pear juice everywhere. So they're just going to get a 5. I think that'll do. Okay, so I've closed the dictionary. So there's a few different things you can do just to see how dictionaries look. Let's just print the dictionary. Again, I'll just save this into downloads for now, and that's going to be called fruit dictionary. And we'll run that, and there we've got our items in our dictionary set up exactly how you would expect. We can print things in slightly different ways. If I do for item in fruit dictionary or dict, print item, this will do something slightly strange. You might not be expecting what this does. This only prints out the key values, so it only prints out the first element, the first part of the dictionary, so it's not printed out the numbers. If you want it to print out the numbers, what you have to do is you have to add a comma here and say item, you say fruit dict, square brackets, item, and that will print the kind of the value of the item in the fruit dictionary as well. So if we save this and run again, now we get the number with the key. So you've got the key and the value, key value, okay? It might be useful to turn the values, the numbers here, into integers. And to do that, we need to call the value. So for value in fruit dict, fruit dict value equals int fruit dict value. Okay. And again, if we print that now, you'll see the difference. Let's print. And this time you can see slightly different to the top line. We now don't have the speech marks around the numbers, which shows that they are integers, not strings. Okay. To add a value to a dictionary, so if we want to append an item, a key value element to a dictionary, then you do it as follows. So fruit dict, the name of your dictionary, and then I'm going to add a raspberry, which I think are pretty nice, apart from when you get the stones in your teeth. And I'm going to add the value 7. Now, because I've already turned the other elements into an integer, I'm going to automatically have the 7 being input as an integer so that it's all formatted the same. And again, if I print that, let's have a look at how that looks. Oh, I've done that slightly wrong. That should be an equal sign. Oh, I messed that up. Okay. I want to end the bracket there. Get rid of that. Equals 7. Okay, so easy to mess up the syntax here. And that's better. So now you can see, just move that over, we've got the raspberry added to the dictionary, and that is an integer, not a string. It's quite difficult to order a dictionary. Dictionaries aren't meant to be ordered. They're meant to just be a collection of values and keys and values. So if you want to order a dictionary, then you're better off converting it to a list. So taking the elements from the dictionary and adding them to a list, because lists are meant to be sorted. So to do that, I'm going to take my list of pairs, as in pairs of items, not pairs the fruit, and I'm going to tell it to sort it. And you do that as follows. Okay, now be really careful with the syntax here as well. There's a few strange things I'm going to type in, but that are really important to get this right. So we've got the items from Fruit Dictionary, and then I'm going to type in a little bit of code that says key equals lambda x colon x1, and what that basically does is it takes the each element, each key, and its value. Okay, so then if we print the list of pairs now, you'll be able to see how that looks. I've just missed off a key equals lambda. Oh, I spelled lambda wrong. There we go. Oh my goodness. Lambda. There we go. Okay, so you can see this is a list. We're in square brackets, and we've got kind of, these are called tuples, so pairs of elements. Grapes, pear, banana, raspberry, mango, strawberry, and as you can see, it has ordered it. The sorted here has ordered the elements from the list, and it's put them in ascending order. Now you should remember from the previous video how to put that in reverse order. We can ask for that in reverse order by typing in reverse equals true. We did that in the previous video. And if I run that this time, you'll see that we go 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If I only wanted to print the first, say, 3 elements, you would be able to do for item in range 0 to 3, and we are going to ask it to print item. And let's see how that looks. So that's only typed in 0, 1 and 2. That's not what we wanted. So we need to kind of think about how we can do this. That needed to be linked to the list of pairs. And let's put some square brackets around here for item. Let's see what this does now. Okay, so then we've got our strawberry, mango and raspberry. Now that looks alright, but I don't really like these brackets around each element, and that's because they've come out as tuples like we said earlier. So how can we make that a little bit better? So what we can do is kind of what we've got going on over here, and we can ask it to print the first part of the list, or the tuple, followed by, say, a space, followed by the second part of the tuple. I'm going to move this to here, and I'm going to put item in there. So let's see what this does now. This isn't going to print this isn't going to print the first 3. This is going to print all of them. But I'll show you how to make it just print the first few in a minute. So this again, kind of like what we've got up here, but remember this came from a dictionary. This has been called from a list. So that's quite useful. We could take this out because the comma adds a space anyway. Okay, so that looks good. You could also make it have like a dash. Or you might put a colon or a comma in there. There you go. And if you just want the first 3, we're going to put some square brackets up here and say 0 to 3. Okay, so then we've just got the strawberry, the mango and the raspberry. Yeah, so there you go. So that should hopefully help you have a think about how if you want to have a go at using dictionaries to help you with your high scoreboard. Obviously, I've not done anything to do with file handling here. We're going to need to think about whether the file handling from the first video is enough to do what you want, or whether you're going to need to consider using dictionaries and calling elements from a text file in a slightly different way if you want to use dictionaries. So if you do want to use dictionaries, keep watching, watch the third video because we're going to use some CSV kind of calling to allow us to call multiple elements at once, like my banana 6, strawberry 10 and so on. Okay, but hopefully that has given you a little bit of help towards what you need to do for your controlled assessment. Your programming project, it is not a controlled assessment. Right, bye for now.